We all know how important setting goals are for our businesses, but exactly how are you able to get from where you are right now to where you want to be? In this masterclass, let's take a look at the 7 secrets to success for your online business and the exact action steps you need to take to help you get there. Along with this masterclass, I have a free entrepreneur resource library for you with free ebooks, mini courses, and a lot more, so make sure to grab it in the description box down below. Let's start off by taking a look at why business planning is the secret to success. When you go in with a clear plan, you can focus on what's the most important. Instead of spending time trying to figure out what you should be working on, what pieces of the puzzle are missing from your product funnel, or what you need to do to break through to the next income level, you know exactly what needs to come next. With a clear goal in mind and a plan for the year, it becomes easy to walk backwards to create effective and efficient daily to-do lists. Work on what needs to get done each day and you'll reach your goals. Next, setting a big goal for yourself helps you think outside the box. If you don't believe me, try it. Decide on a big income goal for the coming month, write it down, keep it in front of you, then get to work and start notice what happens next. You start to think of things that didn't occur to you before. You come up with creative ways to get more traffic, you decide to run a fun promotion that adds dollars to your bank account. The same happens when an important deadline comes up unexpectedly. Last but not least, let's talk about subconscious. So far, we've been focused on what we are actively doing to make progress by making a plan, setting goals, and following through. There's another entire dimension to all this, and that's what's going on in our subconscious mind. While we're busy plowing through our to-do list, cooking dinner for the family, and even just sleeping, our subconscious mind is working towards those goals as well. In short, planning and setting goals is important because it helps you grow faster. That means making money for yourself and your loved ones while spending less time in front of the computer. Okay, secret number 2. You have to know where you're at right now to measure growth and figure out what you should be working on. Before you start to plot and plan what you want to do to achieve your goals, it's important to stop and look at where you are right now. Business planning for future success is all about data. You can work more effectively and spend your time and money more efficiently if you know exactly where you're starting from. By recording data, you can start to see what's working, what's not, and what trends are starting to play out. And it all starts with recording where you're at right now. Let's take a look at some of the things you want to record. First though, you should decide how you want to record this information. You can write it down by hand in a notebook, open up a Word document to do it digitally, or use a spreadsheet. I prefer a spreadsheet because I have the option to have it calculate fun additional information like weekly and monthly averages and even map it all out in graphics to help me see a clearer picture. So first, you need to measure your traffic. To grow, you need to expand your reach. That means getting more traffic, but also engaging the people that come to your website by encouraging them to click around and read more. Good things to keep track of are total visitors, unique visitors, bounce rate, and of course where the traffic is coming from. Then you have to have a look at your list and subscribers. Your next goal is always to get these people onto your list. Here you want to track the total number of subscribers, conversion rates for each of your opt-in forms and pages, open rates for your emails, and also unsubscribes. When you start collecting these different data, you'll get a much better picture of your subscribers. Then you have to track your customers. Subscribers are great, but customers are better. Start by keeping track of how many total customers you have and how many purchases per day, week, or month you get. Other good numbers to look at are the total lifetime value of your average customer, repeat purchases, and refund rates. Last but not least, look at your bottom line of your income and expenses. This is your typical accounting data. You want to keep track of your income as well as your expenses. With those 2 sets of numbers, you can easily calculate your overall profit, and I find it very helpful to look at the profit of the month, but also track the income on a daily basis. Yes, you can look at most of this data in different areas like Google Analytics, your shopping cart, your email autoresponder, but it's important to have it all in one place. This makes it much easier to connect the dots and see the relationships between the different sets of numbers. Now that you have your initial data collection set up, make it a habit to update the numbers regularly so you can see what's working, what isn't, and how much you're growing as you move through the coming months and years. Alright, moving on to secret number 3, which is increasing traffic, subscribers, and customers. To grow your income, you need more customers. That in turn means that you need more people to sign up to your list. And that also means that you need to increase the traffic to your website. Here are some things you can do to help you achieve that. You can get more traffic from different sources. This should always be a priority and something that you work on regularly. You should track your growth as you move along and keep an eye out for fresh new ideas to boost your traffic. Your next focus should be getting more subscribers. As you start to get more traffic, your list will start to grow, but don't stop there. Tweak your opt-in form to increase conversion, create a new lead magnet to get the attention of a different subgroup of your target audience, set up a few dedicated opt-in pages, and start driving traffic to them. Do what you can to continually grow your list and pick up speed in the process. The third piece of the puzzle, and where things get really interesting, is turning those subscribers into customers. You want them to spend money with you either by buying your products and services or through your affiliate links. Offer more products, raise your prices, find more attractive offers you can promote as an affiliate. Work on your funnels. There's a lot you can do to grow your bottom line once you have the traffic and subscribers figured out. The real power of this approach becomes very clear when you start to look at these three things together. By getting more and high quality traffic while improving your opt-in rates and creating higher price offers with sales funnels that convert well, you can quickly make a big difference. Each of these elements alone will help, but by combining them, you'll start to see exponential growth. Let me give you an example. Let's say you start out with 100 new subscribers per day. 10% of them sign up to your email list, which comes to about 10 new subscribers each day. One of these people buy from you at a product of $10. Now let's say you double your traffic. With nothing else changing, you go from making $10 per day to $20. But what if you can also improve your opt-in forms and get a 20% conversion? Then maybe you also create a few more products and each of your customers ends up spending about 3 times as much as before. When we add that all up, you go from making $10 per day to 40 new subscribers each day, which means 4 new customers. If each of them spends $30 in your shop, you end up making $120. That's a pretty big bump from $10 while still only requiring you to double your traffic. You can take this idea and make it your own. Alright, the fourth secret is how to work backwards to set your business goals. Here's how it works. It always starts with a money goal. It helps if that goal has a meaning beyond the dollar figure. For example, let's say that I want to invest in a new property. The payment is around, say, $400 per month, and to account for things like taxes and everything, just to be safe, I'll say that it's $600. In other words, I need to add an extra $600 every month. Once that's done and I'm seeing that level of income on a regular basis, I'm ready to invest in my new property. Once I know how much money I need to make, I can then start to think about the different ways to do just that. I could find more customers for one or several of my existing products. For example, if I have a $10 ebook, I would have to make an extra 60 sales per month. From there, I can work backwards. If I know that on average 1 out of 10 email subscribers buy the book within the first month of signing up, I need to add 600 new subscribers to my list, which in turn takes about 4,000 new visitors to my website. If that's my plan, I know that my daily to-do list needs to include a lot of different action steps to help me increase my traffic by an extra 4,000 people per month. Of course, that's not my only option. I could also create another information product or ebook each month and sell it to both my existing and new subscribers. I could also create higher price items, so I need to make a lot fewer monthly sales to reach my $600 goal. For example, if I create a nice $100 product, it would take me only 6 sales to be able to reach my income goal. My daily tasks would then include things like creating content that includes an offer to my ebook, a short report about using the ebook to build a targeted subscriber list. Then I can also start driving traffic to the content and the opt-in offer to start mailing regularly about the different things that I offer. I may even craft a short autoresponder sequence to create an evergreen funnel. Of course, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I could approach different people behind affiliate programs to see if they would be interested in writing some guest blog posts on my website, answering some questions for an interview style post, or even do a webinar, all of which would help promote my products. Okay, let's move on to secret number 5, which is why you have to write your business goals down. This isn't just because it's easy to forget. There's a lot more to it, and there are some very important reasons why you have to write your goals down. The simple act of setting a goal, even if it's just in your mind, doubles your chances of success. If you take it a step further and actually write these goals down, you're 10 times as likely to succeed. There are a few different mental and psychological processes going on here that start to give us a glimpse into why it is important and effective to write our goals down. The first is that it's a lot easier for us to remember something that we've written down. You've probably experienced this firsthand with your grocery list. If you make a mental list of 10 things, you probably forget half of them when you get to the store. But if you write the list down on the other hand and then end up forgetting it on the counter, you'll remember the vast majority of the items you need. This is explained through the fact that information has to be moved from one area of the brain to another to turn it from thoughts into written words on a page. The process is called encoding. It's the reason we're asked to take notes during lectures in college. Last but not least, when you write down your goals, you have something you can review regularly. Sadly, only a very small percentage of people make the time to regularly review and evaluate their goals. The ones that do are some of the most successful and highly achieving people out there. In other words, it's something we should all do as well. Start by setting SMART goals. Write them down in as much detail as possible. Set aside some time to review them regularly. This could be weekly or even daily. Give it a try for this coming quarter. Set yourself a goal. Be specific. This could be something like finally creating the first paid product or adding an extra $500 a month. If you're curious to find out more about how to set your own SMART goals, make sure to check out the video that I'll link in the description box down below. Alright, secret number 6 is real growth requires you to step out of your comfort zone. You have to step out of your comfort zone for that growth to happen. Yes, we can make progress by doing what we've always been doing, but it will be slow, and more importantly, by staying within your comfort zone, you're limiting your potential growth. Try something new, take a bit of risk, and we can start seeing big changes for the better. Let's say your goal is to grow your reach and get out in front of a larger audience. What you've done so far and what feels comfortable is writing a blog post a week and then sharing it on social media. Yes, some readers will find you, and yes, if you double or triple your efforts, publishing more posts per week and sharing more often across all your social media accounts, you'll see some growth and engagement. But you're staying in your comfort zone. What if instead you use the time you would have spent writing another blog post or 2 per week and promoting it on Facebook? You took the time to write a guest blog post for someone else's blog with a bigger reach. What if you sat down and recorded a fun and informative video, then share it on YouTube, embed in a blog post, or share it on your favorite social media outlets? What if you use the time to sit down and test a Facebook ad that continuously bring in new leads into your funnel? If those things are new to you, this might seem a little bit scary, but getting uncomfortable and doing it anyway can have some big rewards. Writing and submitting the guest blog post can give you a lot of added exposure by allowing you to get in front of an established audience. It also gives you the chance to start a relationship with a fellow blogger that may lead to all sorts of other opportunities and collaborations. Recording a series of videos gives you the opportunity to reach a completely different set of your target audience. There are plenty of people who prefer video content to written posts and articles. There are people who spend hours each day watching YouTube videos who would never stumble across you and your blog otherwise. Spending money on paid advertising can sound scary, but once you crack it and find something that converts well for you, you'll get a steady stream of new leads in front of you without any added work. Okay, there's something else I do want to mention, just in case I don't have you convinced yet that getting out of your comfort zone is something you should be doing regularly. You won't stay uncomfortable for a very long time. After recording those few videos, submitting a few blog posts, and spending those few dollars on ads, you'll be comfortable with the process. Before you know it, they become second nature and yet another tool in your virtual tool belt. Once that happens, you know it's time to explore some other marketing strategies and ideas. Alright, secret number 7, how to engineer explosive growth by stacking your efforts. A lot of what we've discussed so far has been actionable steps like writing down your goals, as well as mindset pieces like the one about stepping out of your comfort zone. You see, when you use the basic concept of exponential growth to your advantage, it doesn't take very much effort or progress in any other area to see big results. We briefly touched on this idea back at secret number 3 when we talked about increasing traffic, subscribers, and customers. Let's expand on this whole idea in a few different ways and tie it all back into setting goals and business planning in general. The idea is to make progress on your goals and stack them in a way that gives you leverage. Here's an example. Let's say your first goal is to grow your current part-time income by $500 a month so you can quit your day job. Following what we discussed earlier, you come up with a way to get that done by growing your traffic, subscribers, and customers. Since you're able to then quit your day job, you have more time and energy to put into growing your business. You set more ambitious goals and add another $2,000 to your bottom line. Instead of taking everything out in profit, you decide to then continue to work on this whole leverage idea. Say you set aside $100 a month to play around with Facebook ads to see if you can turn that into a profitable income stream. Then you take another $200 to start outsourcing some kind of ongoing task that hold you back. You hire your first VA, and now you're really making progress. Maybe this in turn gets the attention of a fellow entrepreneur in a related niche who wants to work together on a project. As you can see, one goal builds on the next, and they all work together to generate exponential growth. Of course, that is just one little example. And this will of course be different from one business to another. But my point is, if you start to think strategically and keep one eye on your next few moves, then you can start to stack your efforts and engineer the exponential growth in a lot less time than you may think. As an entrepreneur or a solopreneur, it can feel like you're constantly running on the content hamster wheel and not sure what exactly to focus on. Instead of doing all the tasks that appear in front of you, take some time to sit down and do some business planning. Only then will you be able to take a step back, understand what you need to do, and embark on a journey to success. Let us know in the comment section down below what is your business all about and how can we support you. If you enjoyed this video, we have more videos about online business, marketing, and a lot more coming your way, so make sure to subscribe and press the bell notification. Don't forget to grab your free entrepreneur resource library in the description box down below.